Hi and welcome back. The purpose of the videos are to educate, encourage healthy eating and exercise, and not necessarily in that order. So today I am getting ready to put this raised bed to rest or to sleep. What does that mean? That means that I am going to add my micro and macronutrients to the soil, and then I'll cover it with cardboard and just allow it to rest without planting anything in the bed. Because one of the things we can overwork the soil, and it depletes it from all of its nutrients. So periodically what you have to do is add the nutrients back into the soil. I am going to make 4 rows. The first row will have eggshells, which is calcium, and this is a micronutrient. You can take the eggshells and you can either pulverize it, or I do it the old-fashioned way. I just take a hammer and I'll put it into the soil. And as you can see, some of the pieces are finer than others. That's okay. That only means that the pieces that are somewhat larger, it'll take them a little more time to decompose. Now I'm going to include coffee grinds, which are high in nitrogen, and that is a macronutrient. Okay, now that I've added the calcium, which is the eggshells, and again, it's going to take a while for the eggshells to break down. Now in this bucket I have coffee grinds, and these coffee grinds have been sitting. They've been sitting for a year. So the longer they sit, the better it is for the soil. And it may look like a little watery, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna again, coffee grounds are high in nitrogen, and nitrogen is one of the main macronutrients that is needed when growing vegetables. When you go to the store and you see on the back of your whether it's on the back of the bag, on the back of the container, it will say NPK: nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Okay, now I'm going to cover this up. Not all the way. And after I cover it up, then I'm going to incorporate some lime. And the lime is pulverized, it's a powder. And the lime is going to give it sweetness. Now, this is the end of September. So actually you can say October, November, December, January, February, March. So it basically takes lime about 6 months. What I'm going to do with the lime, I'm going to sprinkle a little on top, and then I'm going to cover it. Now that I have put the nitrogen and the calcium into the bed, now I'm going to include azomite. Azomite are minerals from volcanic ash, and in that it's pulverized also. It is potash, which is phosphorus, It has some calcium in it also. It also has magnesium in it. So what I'm going to do is just sprinkle this. And you know how the old school parents, when they were baking cakes and pies and cooking, and you would ask them, well, how much do you put in? And they would say, oh, I don't know, I just seasoned it to taste. So this is what I am doing. I am putting the volcanic ash azomite into the soil, and no, I am not measuring. Apply my lime. Okay, now I'm going to cover. So now this is the lime, and again this is pulverized lime. This was a powder. If you are container gardening, you can do the same thing. You can, after you have harvested the last of your crops, you can put it to rest. And this also suppresses the weeds, keeps the weeds out. And you put it to rest. And when you come back in the spring, your bed will have its nutrients, and it'll be so happy, and it will smile and say, thank you for loving me and taking care of me. From watching Living Off the Land. And I hope that it will inspire you to take an interest in wanting to grow your own food. And remember, if you mess up, dust it off and try again. Because I'm not perfect. I make mistakes as long as I've done this, but that's okay. When you see the herb garden again, it's going to be much larger, because not only am I growing culinary herbs, which are herbs that you cook with, but I'm also growing medicinal herbs. Thanks for watching. You can comment, like, and subscribe. And make sure you click the bell notification symbol. Thank you. Bye.